Hello everyone, I am Romnic Stephen. Here we have Kaushik, Jaiganesh, Hemanth and Rahul. Here we are given the topic of Does humanity exist? Humanity is a virtue associated with basic ethics of altruism derived from the human condition. It also symbolizes human love and compassion towards each other. Humanity differs from mere justice in that there is a level of altruism towards individuals included in humanity more so than the fairness found in justice. That is, humanity and the acts of love, altruism, and social intelligence are typically individual strengths, while fairness is generally expanded to all. Humanity can be classed as one of six virtues that are consistent across all cultures. What is the proof of humanity?
Actually, the main case is that the example of brutal and cruel things happened to many innocent girls clearly shows that there are no more humanity still prevailing in this world. Because these type such cases we came across for past several years, and we can clearly predict that humanity is almost lost. But still, some people follow this for the sake of their own reasons. But actually, as a matter of fact, humanity has totally abolished from our world. Not only the many innocent girls, also some of the cases like stealing money from poor people, or degrading someone for their happiness. That shows that humanity has totally lost from our world, and that's my answer. And are we losing our humanity?
Yeah, obviously, we cannot physically cut our souls out of a body, but might we are losing them just by saying that we are not losing our humanity. We are humans have get act as stupid, irresponsible, and negligently such that unfortunately that's part of a human being. The past people imagine that created technology advanced like the telegram. Today, technology is helping us imagine the future. Technology is enabling us to enhance the situation and devise that solution we would not have been able to on our way. From geomex to computer animation, technology is expanding our versions in all aspects of life. This might affect humanity by slowly by which the people not acting as they was them before. As technology increasing, humanity has become only a part in a social media, not in a real life. And can anyone say that what is importance of humanity?
Humanity means caring for and helping people whenever possible. Humanity means helping others at time when they need help, and humanity means forgetting our selfish and interest at time when others need our help. Humanity means existing unconditional love to each and every living being on earth. And why there is fight between gender versus humanity?
Um, in past, women were made to be at home and men were only went for jobs outside. As the changes comes, women also get the opportunity of working outside freely. But in today's world, there are some women who wanted more, what to say, more rights than men. Men also wants more rights than women. There's a fight between them, but there should be some part of kindness or hope to be together, as men is equal to women and women is equal to men. What is the strength of humanity?
Hmm. Primarily, the strength of humanity is nothing but love. Love has many different definitions, ranging from a set of purely biological and chemical process to a religious concept. As a character strength, love is a mutual feeling between two people characterized by attachment, comfort, and general positive feeling. It can be broken down into three categories: love between a child and their parents, love for your friends, and romantic love. Having love as a strength is not about the capacity to love as such, it is about being involved in a loving relationship. Love, in the psychological sense, is most often studied in terms of attachment to others, a degree of controversy which surrounds defining and researching love in this way, as it takes away the mystery of love, because love is mysterious to an extent. Evidence in support of the benefits of love are seen in the negative effect states that result from lacking love. Orphaned children have been targeted in studies. Thus, the humanity's one of the greatest strength is considered to be the love. And can anyone explain about what are the causes of lack of humanity?
Yeah, actually, there are several causes for lack of humanity, and the main causes are due to money, greedy, people being greedy on money and other assets which cannot be explained. And main important cause is that on assets or like a permanent asset, like getting a land, borrowing a land from a farmer. This is still prevailing in village places. If a farmer owns his land, the big shot in the same place comes and comes and just finish the just gives a sum of amount and starts buying his land without his permission. And this is because of selfishness, because he wants to grow and he doesn't care about anyone. If he grows or he even does not care about whether he dies or not, but he needs his asset or he needs his money. And the main reason is that is for money and for selfishness. He wants this made some several even big shots made to turn like a monster. Even some of the political people especially are mainly like this. So I think this must be abolished. I don't know when this is going to be end. There is going to be an end, but still this is prevailing in some situations. Even at those ancient times, low caste people are not allowed to even go to hospital, even though when they are bed sick. That even though when they are almost dead, they are not allowed to go to hospital. They're not allowed to sit equally. These are some of the reasons where humanity is almost lost. Before past 10 to 15 years, there are not cases like this. But as evolution becomes increased, this type of cases are routine news. I think this must be abolished within 2 to 3 years. And how do humanity impact business? Because it's a main topic. So can anyone explain about this, please?
Yeah, it feels that education must combine business ethics and the humanity to produce graduates who will excel in the field. For business major, we should try to ensure a health mix of hardcore business subjects and general studies that will help students build the basis that will lead them to success. But it's only a start. We have to keep learning more about humanity and business over lifetimes. As we said, over hundreds of years, this was an talk from the every community and every government have wants this to happen. Some philosophers, myths, and other knowledges and about the impossibility of every understanding the truth, nature, and consequence of the subjective. Yet there's a little variation for why such different talks that even the reason to look forward to the days for the business ethics. Not that part of when science will come to the naturalized qualities that and predicts the understanding of consequence and the pace in the universe. One day it will ensure that business also has an humanity existence. Will in future days, uh, on basis of humanity, most of the graduates will come uprise to many fields fields that ensuring of the humanity existence. Can anyone can tell me about true meaning of humanity?
The word humanity is from Latin humanitans for human nature kindness. Humanity includes all humans, but it can also refer to the kind feelings humans often have for each other. But when you talk about humanity, you could just be talking about people as a whole. When people do bad things, it tests your faith in humanity. When people ask for money, to help feed starving children. They are appealing to your sense of humanity. Like humanity, does animals have any rights in the world?
Yeah, for example, if you take an accident, if you hit an animal while driving, you should stop your vehicle, and even if you are not if that incident is not your fault also, you should help that animal. That is the same thing like a humanity you can do for an animal. You can also call for the authorities to help the animals. Even how we have a rights to live in the world, animals also has a rights to live in the world. What are the other qualities of humanity? Anyone?
Um, the other qualities are like kindness and social intelligence. The strength kindness encompasses mostly related terms that evoke feelings of altruism and generosity. Um, I care for the ungrateful as well as the grateful. Kindness is a part of humanity which is deeply rooted in philosophical and religious traditions, each having words for the altruistic love respect of kindness. Mm. Kindness is most often measured on a case by case measure and not usually as a trait. There are numerous benefits from kindness and altruism on both sides of the action. For some, the motivation to be kind comes from a place of egoistic motivation, and thus the benefit to them is the positive affect state they receive from the action. Another study found is the process of being kind develops pro-social skills in children which positively affect their attachments and humanity relationships. Social intelligence is also the most modern of the three strengths associated with humanity. The character strengths and virtues. Psychological assessment defines social intelligence as the ability to understand relationships with other people, including the social relationships involved in intimacy. Intelligence has many psychological definitions from our point of view, and social intelligence research is limited. However, there is much literature on the characteristics associated with social intelligence. Mm, it also plays a role in leadership qualities also. So there are many strengths associated with humanity. Can anyone explain about what are the prevention scheme of humanity?
Yeah, having all this negative points to be said on humanity, that there is no humanity, government has also established like a human rights commission, like HRC Human Rights Commission, in December 10 at 1948, like after the Second World War, between 1939 to 1945, after the Second World War, the many nations like UNO, like United Nations Organization, has also tried to and planned to establish a human rights commission, that no other criminal people, that even though if he is a commit, even though if he commits an intolerable or not tolerable crime, he must be equally treated. He must not be ill treated. So many criminal people, if he is a criminal, no one. Another act is that no one has a right to kill anybody. Even yeah, like what I said is, even though if he's born a criminal, or if he's made to be a criminal, or even though he's a psycho or anything like that, he must not be killed by anyone, because that's not the law. Because no one has the permission to kill. But I don't know what about other countries, like in Dubai. They used to shot dead like people who commit crimes like intolerable crimes in Dubai, like in Russia. They used to blindfold they used to make the victim blind and make him to run, and make him to run and shot at the back. Like many severe punishments or many killing punishments are there. But according to our Indian constitution, this thing is maintained that no one has a right to kill anybody. Only he can be killed only if he has done a mistake, which is much more sorry, like much more bigger than imagined. Only then he is given the law to be hanged to death, or not, or a shoot at spot, like that. So these are the things that the Human Rights Commission has said, that no one has the right to kill anyone, or no one has the right to even hurt anyone, and that's also a law which is prevailed by Human Rights Commission. according to our constitution. There is also an act called as Indian Sarais Act. You can check it more. Anyone have the permit to enter into any restaurant or hotel to drink water or even use their restroom, because that's the main thing a human needs, like to have water. So that must not be that must not be prohibited by anyone, and that is the act which is passed by our Indian government, that by our government. For the past 60 years, it has been prevailing. So having all the negative points, these are the points that are also prevailing. But what I feel is that some strict points must be there to avoid criminal activities, because day by day criminal activities is increasing, like uh, uh, like these cases. So we must plan to do something for this kind of activities. Thank you. And one more question: how do humanity help us imagine the future? Anyone?
Yeah. In the past, people imagine that creating a technology in advance like Telegram. Today, technology is helping us to imagine the future. Technology is enabling us to analyze the situation and derive the text solution we would not have been able on our own. From nanotechnology to geometrics to computer animation, technology is expanding our versions in all aspects of life. As we say, it's not only the expanding, it's also a part of a future beyond Earth, where we must address the world's problem here. Nevertheless, I guess that by next century there will be a group of privilege-funded advertisers living on Mars, and therefore perhaps enhances the solar system. We surely wise that uh, final settleness, good luck of in using all cyborg technology and biotech to adapt to aliens environment. Within a few centuries, they will be have become a new species, which uh, which entering the travel behind the solar system in an enterprise for the post-humans. As humans evolves, the meaning of humanity also must be evolved. But some cases, it also depletes, where humans destroy our environment and in part of expanding the uh, future generations. Can anyone say how does technology affects and what it means to human?
The AUS experts examine how technology changes and affects how we communicate and socialize in everyday life. From gaming to social networking, technology can broaden uh, what it means to be human and provided different creative outlets to say who we are and who we want to be. And the question is about humanity versus money, which is powerful.
Um, we can take this pandemic situation as a good example. How means according to law, our government has made that it's not right to leave a patient dying with a virus. We need to give treatment until the body of the patient accepts. Some private hospitals does not accept patient with virus for free of cost. That's an inhuman activity done by the hospital. But most of the doctors would have a good heart, I think. Then they would be giving some kind of treatment to the patient. And the government also helps in funding the patients who are not unable to pay the fee. What is the impact of helping tendency in humanity?
Um, if it comes for helping means helping others is not only good for them and a good thing to do, it also makes us happier and healthier too. Giving also connects us to others, creates stronger communities, and helps to build a happier society for everyone. And it's not all about money. We can also give our time, ideas, and energy. So if you want to feel good and do good, um, Doing things for others, whether it may be small or unplanned activities or regular volunteering, is a powerful way to boost our own happiness as well as of those around us. The people we help may be strangers, family, friends, colleagues, or neighbors. They can be old or young, nearby or far away. Giving isn't just about money, so you don't need to be rich. Giving to others can also be as simple as a single kind word, a smile, or a thoughtful gesture. It can include giving time, care, skills, thought, or attention. Sometimes these mean as much, if not more, than financial gifts. So, one of the best strength of humanity is the helping tendency. Scientific studies also show that helping others boosts happiness. It increases life satisfaction and provides a sense of meaning, increases the feelings of competence, and improves our mood and reduced stress. It can help to take our minds off our own troubles too. As a conclusion, in this current pandemic situation time, everyone are helping, everyone are trying to help as long as we can, and according to our capability. If we look for social workers, doctors, police, and like them, they are having some sort of humanity. So when it comes to the helping tendency, it is predicted that humanity is existing to some sort. So helping tendency is a matter and humanity exists.